Rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. Your host is with the most is Mark Saint. And today is Saturday. And the day is sunshiny, not a cloud. Oop, a little bit of a cloud in the sky, but I'll take a little bit of a cloud in the sky than a lie. And that's what we're talking about. This morning's motivation is the man in the mirror moment that I had when I stopped lying to myself and stop feeling my emotions and become a really real pimp about my shit. So I'm gonna do the morning motivation. Already got motivated. Time to do a bong rip. Time to get Saturday going. And reflecting on some cool life decisions of getting back in the gym and eating right that I just recently got back into, just so I can get some zen in my life. And it's been awesome. I had such a great day yesterday. I was so full of energy. Kind of nulls the point when you bump into Finland energy. I can feel 8 months, 9 months of no sunshine, and people become so reserved and in their own world. And I was like, no, 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 let's stay excited, bro. Let's stay happy. Let's stay loud. Let's stay boisterous. And they're like, get your slow ass out of the swim lane, bro. We ain't doing all that. So we literally went swimming, saunaing, and working out all in the same day, all in the same morning, before it was like even 9:30 in the morning. What is this? Is this shit? Oh, it's the shit on the bottom of my bottle. First things first is self-discipline. As I grab the weed, literally, that's so hard. That's the hardest part I've been facing, was just doing anything, bro. Anything to get myself going. Talking to that man in the mirror. The other cup. Oh my god, there was such a big bud in here, bro.
Yeah.
There was a huge bud in there. It's already gone, huh?
That mid-size.
Yeah, I wanted to show it, bro. That thing was amazing looking. I was like, where are you guys getting these?
I think I already break it.
Did you already break it up? Dude, there was a monkey fist in this bitch, bro. That was like, I took a photo, but Finland has some of the best trees in the world. Oh my god. Yeah, totally best tree situations. Let me get just the scraps of this, because I don't want to fuck up the buds. Because the buds are real, bro. The buds are real. Let me get this going, shall we? Shall we? Let me show this off, actually. Hold tight. The blessings are real. The amount of abundance is real. And so is the discipline. I just wanted to know who was driving the car. Simply put, when you're in your own car, you usually know that you're driving the car, but which one of you is driving the car? Is it the satiated, non-concentrated, just go through the motions version of you going to drive the car? Or is it the self-aware, double grip, tens and twos on the steering wheel? Is that guy driving the car? It's a tough one, because Lord knows we're both one in the same having this conversation. We're both all one in the same type people, where we end up being in our own heads. We just kind of let things just go by, not really concentrating. You've done it before. You've driven to your house without even looking at the roads or the road signs. You've, not concentrated on any of it, because that's what we all do. We get into a catatonic state, a zombie state, where we don't even focus on what is important to us anymore. We just want to feel okay and let that be the ringing of the day. And unfortunately, one of us has to wake up and look in the mirror and say, oh shit, that's me. That's me driving this car. That's me that's making these decisions. And it's me that's going to get the repercussions. So if I don't want to wake up, nobody else will wake me up. Nobody else is going to count the push-ups. No one else is going to count the reps, because no one else gives a fuck except for me, if I'm caring about me. And that's a huge difference of self-care, is when you start caring about yourself, because everybody else assumes that you're going to just take care of yourself. And what ends up happening is we end up numbing ourselves, and then nothing happens. And that's the scary prospect of non-discipline, is when you're trapped almost by your habits. You're trapped in a prison inside your mind. And that's why I do this show, is I wanted people to free their minds. We'll see what happens today when I'm out there with my ironing board and the iron and making shirts live, and see people just freak out because they're going to expect a full-on tent or a business. And I am a business in the park. I'm gonna park and spark and just sit there and smoke and make shirts and chill out and enjoy this beautiful weather and make money while I'm doing it. So this is a decision I made, but I also got to put the energy behind the decision. It takes more than just ordering blank shirts, which are in front of me. This is going to take some action, Jackson. And I don't think a lot of people want to do any of that. They don't want to take action in their lives because that means they're the driver. And unlike a cruise ship or other things where you let someone else drive, now all of a sudden you're empowered to drive the vehicle. You'll be empowered to be the captain of your own ship. And that's another man in the mirror moment, but something that needs to happen for us to be able to have some self-control and some real self-care. Self-care isn't just, oh, I feel like I deserve a new purse, let me go purchase it. Self-care isn't, I'm going to get some ice cream, I don't feel well today. No, those are all cop-outs. And I think that ends up becoming the difference between someone that's disciplined and someone that's just copping out. We talked about doing some of the shadow work to get to the real work. A lot of people just want the feelings. You know, they want to just feel that they're spiritually awake. They just want to feel awesome. I'm so connected. Everything is in my favor. Where are the scissors right now? I'm seeing scissors. You got any scissors over there, buddy? Did I lose them? There were scissors. That's interesting. I found them. Cool. Yeah, and to be self-aware enough to say, you know, this is me every day. This is why I keep showing up. This is why I do what I do. A lot of people that are under the ether, they won't know why they're doing what they're doing. They're just going to just appear. And that's the point of the driver. It's like, are you in the back of the seat? Kind of like what I felt like when I was on Zoloft and things. You know, I felt like I was in the back of the seat, that I was responsible for driving the car, but I'm in the back seat trying to steer everything. And there's a bit of a separation there in reaction time and what was going on. And I know you know what I mean, because we've all been there when we've been driving and kind of let the road hypnotize us and kind of lose concentration on day by day, road by road, you know, speed bump by speed bump. We all kind of tend to tune out. We want to leave our bodies. We want to go to video games. We want to go to movie world. We want to go Netflix and chill, because it's just easier than being the concentrated driver. And I'm not always the concentrated driver, bro. Sometimes it's like, take acid, just be free, feel connected to the energy, and run around and play frisbee. That guy is still inside of me. But there's also the times where it's like, sit down, write down my ideas, design things, put it together, and actually make it happen. Like my sticker order this morning, I got a 250 sticker order all the way from America. I'm running my business from Finland. How awesome is that? And I can put in an order and make sure it gets done and mail to her in case you were interested too. So it's just been one of those things where if I'm directly touching it, you know, the designs, the laptop, and the phone, and getting on it, then I'm directly connected to it. And sometimes it's on autopilot and I don't touch it at all, and the laptop's closed and I'm playing in the park with my flip-flops on, going to Tama Finland exhibits inside my favorite Helsinki museum. So I actually got to go to the museum yesterday and walk around downtown Helsinki like a metropolitan man with my flip-flops on in the sunshine. So it was just one of those days that all these days start adding up. We start developing our days, but we have to get up. And if I didn't get up at like 5, 6 a.m. to go to the gym, I wouldn't be in this situation right now. I would actually be probably sitting in the bed, not going anywhere, feeling the dread of all my muscles being sore and not being alive. And I actually forced myself to be alive and get up and go after it. And now I get to do a bong rip with my friend on a slow Saturday, and I feel great. So the choice of facing myself in the mirror started giving me better reaction speed, started making me feel better inside and in my mind, and getting a better version of myself come out versus the guy that was feeling sad inside and depressive and destructive. Now, all of a sudden, I'm up, feeling good, and in the mood to make my life a reality, to go stand in the park and watch strangers stare at me like I'm a grown-ass man ironing. And they'll be like, what the fuck is that muscle-bound, bearded dude doing over there? He's making shirts? He's on an ironing board? That's so stupid. Let's go over and see what's going on. Oh shit, he just took 20 euros off of us each. I guess he really is stupid. Who's the stupid one, bro? I want people to be able to see what's going on. If I just laid there and just lazied around on a towel, they would just assume I'm like everyone else. You got to stick out. And I think most people don't want to do that. They don't want to do the things that everyone else is not doing. They want to do everything that everyone else is doing. They want to wait in lines for free stuff. They want to go to work 9 to 5. They want to fucking let someone else make their hours. They want just to, again, not drive the car. You know, put the hands up and say, let someone else drive the car. The moment you let someone else drive the car, you lose the direction of where the car is going. And that's the big morning motivation is like, do you know what direction you're going? Oh, well, after school, I'll probably apply. And, what other kind of lies I hear people say all the time? And, oh, we're working on our relationship. And, next year I'll probably do that, and they'll throw in the probably and the maybes, and they'll make up all sorts of things to let you know that they don't know. And that's the big deal. It's like I wouldn't get on a bus unless I knew, train anywhere unless I knew what direction it was going. And most of us are stuck not wanting to know any kind of direction. We just want the days to come by as if they're promised, and then they're going to keep coming by. And it's like, no, you're developing. You might not be developing at the same speed. It's almost like eating a dinner with somebody and they just eat all their food and you're like, Jesus, I just started my food. Depends on the desire. Depends how much you want to actually be in control of you. Boom, baby, boom. What's up, Benny Mac? Did you see some of these buds, bro? Did you see some of these amazing trees of Finland? Look at the amazing trees in Finland, bro. I'm grateful. Got this, got this, got a bong rip, the morning motivation. Make sure everybody gets in on this. Yo. It's not working out like I planned. I don't want to spill. So I'm gonna get the other finger in. Yo, we're doing it right. You like the designs? If you have any other words to add, oh shit, he does, bro. The designs ain't stopping; they just keep on popping. I made some Finland designs because I did the same thing in Brazil. They had Karhu, not Karhu. Karhu's the bear here. Caralho. Caralho. Ay caralho. Like that means, oh shit, oh fuck. It was just such a cool word, and I used the Coca-Cola font, and people just loved the shirt. So now I'm using some of the other famous fonts that they have around here for like Chigatan or Victu, and just make Vanta into Victu or Ticarilla into Chigatan, and just, doing my Saints Addiction and getting my design on. Bless up. I'll wrap up the boarded. I've been sticking to the diet, not sneaking any extra sugars. I've been focusing on not eating before 3 p.m. So that way, when I've been burning fat all night, my muscles have been pushing out and they've been sucking up. I have to say that sauna's been helpful, bro. I can literally feel myself leak all of the impurities and everything comes out of my pores and my pores open. I actually could see oil coming out of my pores when we got done. It's literally leaking all of the fats, oils, you name it. It's been happening. So your boy say that's a good idea. Look at this genius. Get on it. This motherfucker's got all the good ideas. Get all these awesome ideas. This motherfucker's usually doing this thing, and now he's doing this thing. It's a beautiful thing for all my friends to get involved. And today's the day we get to go down to the park and go just chill out. Same thing we would be doing, but with a little extra effort and a little extra discipline. I'll just bring my ironing board, and people be like, "What the fuck's he carrying?" Ask me, because then I'm gonna tell you about my shirts. Get a follow, get an Instagram follow or a YouTube follow. I've been bumping into mad different strangers this whole fucking trip, dude. Just like, hey, you're from Ireland? Boom, follow my page. Hey, you're some hot random hot chick from Argentina or what? You like that one?
Finnish flag.
Is it? Oh shit!
Yeah, with blue letters, white.
We got all sorts of ideas, bro. I just started keeping it out. You got to get your pen and paper near you. One of the hacks I've heard is people sit with a notepad near their bed because they might wake up. Yeah, you might wake up. I get some of the best ideas. Got to get it out, and then before you smoke some weed and lose it, that's one of my things that I do is I'll be like, "Ooh, that's a great idea," and then I'll write it down real quick on my phone. People are like, "What are you doing? Who are you texting?" I'm not texting anyone. I'm literally trying to get the idea down because I had it just driving, and then all of a sudden it'll. Whew, I can't tell you the amount of that's in that pile of oh shit, it's gone to the weed, and is this gone? And I'm like, no, that was a fucking $1 billion idea. So, how many times are we going to discipline ourselves to cultivate the ideas that we have, or be prepared to even get them? Oh, hair out here. It's bugging me. Hold on. My mom seems to think that I need to trim my beard. She's like, your beard got so big. If you trim your beard, people will accept you more, or you won't be so threatening looking, or whatever. I said, Mom, I've trimmed my beard before, and it's only going to grow back. It pretty much stays at this length. It's not like I tell it to be this length or this length. It would honestly just grow out. And I grew it, for 8 years straight, almost a decade of my life. And this is what it does. So I trimmed it last time down like to this. I cut all this off, and this look right here still grew back out. So even if I wanted to trim it down, it'll be here in 2-3 weeks, and then in a month, and then in 2 months, and then I'll be right back to where I started. So do I capitulate and adjust myself to fit other people's boxes, or I keep being my strange, weird, determined self and just do me? And that was my whole thing. In reality, my mom wanted to say Saints Edition or Saints Edition, with an E, an addition, like you're adding. And it was just like, Mom, I know addiction is a tough word, but that's also what mostly Saints is for, We all got halos and horns. We all got our positives and our negatives, and I'm not the only one. I talked about different addictions. It's like substance abuse. There's also actual abuse. There's emotional abuse when we literally abuse ourselves or in a certain kind of way without even touching a substance. So it might be the negative self-talk. It might be non self discipline. That's another huge key killer. And it also could just be wilding out. Like everyone gets a little moment where they just want to loosey goosey and wild the fuck out. Consequences, bro. You can tune up if you want to. You can turn down for what? And then all of a sudden, the reason you're turning down is for self-control. The answer to the turn down for what, and that's probably what I should have said on this show, but people would expect me doing backflips and super energy. I'm turning myself down from doing that backflip and breaking my neck. I'm turning myself down because I know that I'll eat not just one, but 2 sugars. I'll end up eating the whole bag. I'll end up eating all the chips. I'll end up, I know me. So I've had, all of us have had repeated offenders. We call them repeat offenders in the jail system, but a repeat offender would be sugar to me. A repeat offender would be weed to me. A repeat offender would be masturbation to me. Those things would be like, aha, we've caught you again. And I haven't stopped masturbating for the last week. It was nice, but it was just to say I'm having some self control moments. I'm not rushing to these escapisms. I need to stay in the zone, and then the zone feels good, bro. I can feel my muscles. I can feel my energy. I can feel different things that if I was tuned out or switched off, or what is they drop out, tune in, or tune out. I don't remember the whole phrase, but you decide what tune you're in. It's really like what kind of radio station, like when you're driving and you turn on the keys and you start fiddling through the fucking radio, you're literally going, what kind of vibe am I having right now? Am I having full on Metallica vibe and I need a rage and I need the music loud and all this other shit? Or do I need a classical moment where I'm playing just classical music and everything's super chill and the trees are just going by and everybody gets quiet and gets introspective and it's okay. It's not filled with just random fucking talking all the time. Who knows? What I do know is there's some serendipity in it. I'm telling you right now, there's some real serendipity yesterday of not only getting up and working out, but people like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm at the gym, at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, we just finished. Like I've been up since 5 and been in the car, got ready at 6 and got in the car at 7. And by 9, I've already swam, saunaed, and fucking hit the outdoor gym. So the thing that happened yesterday that was so cool was hanging out with Tula. Tula told me a story. I'm going to tell this story and I'm going to get off this thing, but for her, she's been living in the north. I've been invited to go to the north of Finland, and I mean the full north, above the Arctic Circle, something I wanted to do. So north, it's 50 kilometers away where Norway touches, right? And this little old lady, she's about my mom's age, she literally, hold tight, I got something. I think got a hair or something. Anyway, she literally had been making, when I first got here, we figured it out about 10 years ago, 2009 or something. When I first got to Finland, she owned a coffee shop, right? Really, really unique coffee shop. We just go in there. Well, Tula's really special in my world because she can't, I don't remember what year. I think she said 2013. So we met in 2009. She came 2013. Anyway, they came to Vegas, bro. Her and Jane Foss came to Vegas and instantly walked in to my house, pulled up. I think they went to LA first, and then they went to the Grand Canyon, then came to me. They came all the way to Finland, and she told me the backstory, so I'll tell you the front story because I know what happened on my end. She just explained to me the serendipity of what happened on her end. So, literally, they came into the house, and I had topless women taking photos in the middle of the living room. Like, it was really popping. We were in the middle of a photo shoot. And they didn't miss a beat. They didn't go, oh no, we can't see this, and oh, this is against our belief system. No, they walked right in. She kind of faded to the back, Foss faded to the front, and we started doing all sorts of, posh, fucking cool ass, super cool fucking photo shoot with all my shirts, Saint Addiction shirts, just posing in the middle of my living room. That was their welcome to Las Vegas moment. Fast forward to yesterday, she didn't even know that I was in the car. And she was like, yo, just totally lost it. And she was talking about how she just kind of stopped believing in anything being possible. That kind of driver, the kind of driver that thinks that they belong on the track, that what's around the corner is a good churn instead of another bum bust. And that's something that really hit me home because she was been alone in the north of fucking Finland, above the Arctic Circle. I want to go see the Aurora Borealis, by the way. That's a life goal of mine. But, she's literally 10 hours north, a 2-hour flight north. That's how vertical it is. It only took me an hour to fly from Ireland to Britain to London. From Dublin to London was only an hour flight. It's a real smooth, easy flight. It's not a long ass flight. We're talking about a 10-hour plus drive all the way up through the north. She's literally contemplating on starting her own farm. She's an all organic chef. She'll be doing all sorts of just whatever comes from nature, caribou, fresh. We're trying to talk her into the can of butter, so we're talking caribou steaks, pinion nuts, whatever comes from the ground, from the bushes, like the freshest of the freshest. You're going all the way north. There is no pollution. All the air is fucking tasty, and she lives up there. Now, I asked her, what's the population of the city? And I think she said 300 or 3,000, something to this effect, like really, really, really small, remote boondocks wilderness. All right, your boy Saint wants to take on the challenge. Just go up there for a couple days, get some silence, and I hope I get some Wi-Fi because you guys will be fucking blown away about what I'll do. Or I'll just film the whole damn thing and then upload it because I'm not missing the Aurora Borealis for my life. This is something that gets me excited inside, and that's what she started to do. She started to get excited again. She started thinking of how proud she was of her daughter and how she met this guy from LA and he does video games. So she literally took the daughter, his girlfriend, scanned her into the video game, and she walked around, Victu, percolate, meet the Victu, walking around cursing in Finnish, and she actually has a character in a video game. I think it's called Wolfenstein. I've never heard of the video game before, but Wolfenstein. But she was just glowing about how everyone's okay and that she was going into a negative place and that she only wants to smoke on the weekends and she only got her little buds because she doesn't want to abuse it because if she smokes it, if she's got it, she's smoking it. And she starts drinking, she starts getting alone, and she starts having conversation. Tula, go get the go to the refrigerator and get the bread. Okay, what do you want to eat? Almost fucking straight talking to yourself out loud. And she admitted it and was laughing. And I mean, this is some Finland stuff. So I'm not spending no full week up there. I'll spend my 2, 3 days up there, and probably fly back. But, it's been quite the experience to see somebody relive their happiness, to regain, just like me, kind of regain my life when something has been of such tragedy and you've been in such a dark place. She's talking about the midnight sun. Apparently, the sun doesn't even drop there totally here. I mean, it goes slower here, but I'm going to be so far north, almost to the Arctic, that the sun just kind of does a little number on the top. The whole place is spinning, but the sun is just getting this one little beat of spot. So we'll see what that looks like, and that'll be cool to what do you call it, to go live if I can get a signal. But man, alive, dude, if she didn't feel alive. And then I was talking about, I want to give her this shirt. I forget what shirt I picked for her. I can't remember what design I said. Oh, knows to figure it out. Figure it out. I think I wanted her to have a figure it out shirt, right? Because it was just like this attitude of abundance and ideas and optimism started flowing, and how to have a farm and how you can naturally have it. And especially with just that light out there and the fucking people I hear doing real farming because it's so far north, no one's going to ever check it. There's no police. You put it, 5 acres in the front and another 5 acres of weed in the back, and you can use a full-on harvester to get weed out here. Like, it's got the perfect amount of sun, so and fresh water and so anyway, my point. She's like, oh, and there's a river and I can go and dump it. And I'm like, yeah. And then you start walking, and then you get your endorphins, and now you're exercising and you're cooking all organic. You'll lose weight, you'll feel great, and that's what this whole fucking show's about, bro. Is, if that's not the travel by saints mission, if that isn't the saints addiction, if that isn't my whole bit, is to get people to flip and get to, and for myself too, to get to a place where I stop thinking like a negative Nancy and I start getting into positive Polly and just being all about happiness and being all about acknowledging my shadows too, but working on it. It's like, okay, you feel this way, but are you working out? Okay, you feel that way, and this is the emotion you're getting. Okay, what kind of energy are you giving it? And then if you're giving yourself real self-love and self-care, what kind of food have I been giving myself? Only the best kinds, eating salads and fucking reimbursing my muscles for doing all that hard work and keeping my knees alive and keeping me alive a little bit longer. So I've been giving myself time, and it's something that most people aren't even concentrated on, but I'm literally giving myself time on this planet for more life, to love my life, and I love my life. So I'm hoping that other people can get away from the disasters and the traumas in their lives just like I do, and find a way to get some serendipity into your life, get some endorphins in your life, and get some positive attitude, because with a can do attitude, anything is possible, just like she said yesterday. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. You know how it goes. Comment below when's the time that you flip the script. That's what Saints Addiction's all about. To turning those negatives into positives, and coming up with a new way of acting, being, and seeing. Peace. I'll see you on the other side. Ciao.